Bore da, my little darlings. Hello, dosbarth I hope you're okay and that you've had a really good productive week of working hard at home and spending some lovely time with all of your family. I want to start off by apologising for the video for last week. Miss Davis's internet was being very, very naughty and it wouldn't let me upload the video. So I am so sorry, but look where I'm coming from today. I'm coming from our school. So I'm not in Miss Davis's class and I'm not in Mrs. Morris's class, but I am in Berabach. So this is Mrs. Elwyn's class. So I am coming to you from Berabach today. So this week we are going to be focusing on length. So last week I gave you the task of exploring different ways that we can measure different things. But this week we are going to focus on length. So I have done another video as well, which you can find on the school website, or it is on here as well, which gives us the introduction into length. So let's think, what words did I tell you? What words did I tell you that is associated and that we use with length? So we've got short or shorter if it's a group. We've got long, longer if it's in a group. So we use the word longer if we talk about a group. We've also got another word which is equal. So this means that two things are the same length, okay? So that two things are the same length when you're measuring. So that means a table would have the same length, would have an equal length to another table because they'd be the same size, the same length, okay, my darlings? So there are lots of different ways that we can measure things, but we are today going to focus on using our hands to measure. So when we're using our hands to measure, do we go like this? Is that fair? What's this gap here? No, we need to make sure that our hands are touching each other. So just from the tips of your fingers to the bottom of your palm here, that they need to go like this, and then you'd go like that, and then you'd go like that on top, or you could go like this. Yeah? Or you could go like this. And then if you want to take that one there. So there are lots of different ways that you can explore with measuring with your hands. So what we're going to do first is one of your tasks for this week is I want you to measure things around your house using your hands, okay? So I have put a sheet up on the school website, which you are free to use, but you do not have to use this, okay? So you can go around looking for different things that you can measure with your hands. So what I'm going to show you today is how we would measure a table using our hands. So I'm going to try and bring this video down so that you can see it, and then we've got our table here, so you won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to hopefully see the whole table. So how we're going to do it is let's count together how many hands we need to use to measure the table. Are you ready? We're going to count in English first, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 hands altogether to measure this long table. Shall we do it in Gymraeg? Be am i ni gyfr in Gymraeg, yeah? Felly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have to stretch all along the table to be able to measure the whole table. So this table is 6 hands long, okay? So the length of this table is 6 hands. 6 of my hands. I've got much bigger hands than you, haven't I? So yours would be more hands because your hands are shorter than my hands because I've got quite big hands and long fingers, haven't I? So then maybe you can have a go at measuring a table at home to see if your table is longer or shorter than Miss Davis's table in school. So that's one of your tasks that I want you to do. I would like you to try and write down as well what is longer and shorter so that you can practice your handwriting and practice your numbers. So if you could do it on purple mash, you could do it on pen and paper. It's completely up to you, okay, my darlings? It's just that we need to practice forming our numbers and need to keep on practicing writing our letters as well. Right, something else that I want to do, let's bring this a bit closer, is I want you to try and group things from longest to shortest and from shortest to longest, okay? So you can use anything to do this. You could use lots of different pencils and pens. You could use different things that you find around the house. So you can choose. I'm going to use these measuring snakes that I have got because these are from my class, okay? So then if you would, so we'll give you a group. So we'll focus on these four to begin with. So these measuring snakes, okay? So we need to go from longest to shortest and shortest to longest. So we're going to start, let me move this table here so you can see the bottom. So we always need to start at if you're doing it on a table, at the bottom of the table. All of your objects need to start at the same place, okay? I can't measure this one here and measure this one here. Why? Because it's not fair. We need to be fair, don't we? So if you're measuring from the floor, everything needs to be on the floor. Everything needs to be at the same level, okay, my darlings? So let's have a look here. So this is a purple snake. Maybe you can't see the colours very well on here because the lighting isn't great. Purple snake, neidar piws. Green snake, neidar gwyrdd. Red snake, neidar coch, and an orange snake, neidar oren. Out of these four snakes, which is the longest, please? Which is the longest snake? Orange, red, green, or purple? Drum roll. It's the red snake. So the red snake is the longest snake. Let's see if you can see there. Bring this up a little bit. So the red snake is the longest snake out of all of these four. So this one would go here. Tell me, which one is the shortest snake, please? Which one is the shortest snake? Red, orange, gwyrdd, green, or purple? Coch, oren, gwyrdd, ta piws. Drum roll, it is the green snake. So the green snake is the shortest snake, okay? The shortest snake. Then what I'd want you to do, so I need you to find the longest, the shortest, and then I want you to put them in order from longest to shortest or shortest to longest, okay? I know there's a lot of words being thrown, but it'll make a lot more sense when you're doing this. So make them from the longest to the shortest or the shortest to the longest. So I'm going to start first with the longest. So my longest snake here is the red one. Then, which one? Which one's longer than the other? The orange one is the longest one then out of the purple one. And we already know that green is the shortest, but let's double check. Is green shorter than purple? Yes, it is. Well done. So I have now arranged my snakes from the longest down to the shortest, and then the shortest to the longest. Okay, so that's the other task that I want you to do. So 2 tasks for this week. I want you to measure things around your house using your hands. You could measure your table. You could measure your window in your bedroom. You could even, maybe you'd need mummy or daddy or whoever's at home with you's help for this next one. You could measure how tall the door is. You could even measure, if you've got brothers or sisters, or even whoever's at home with you, you could measure how tall that person is using your hands. Okay, so there's lots of different things around your house that you can measure. So please feel free to do it as any way you like. I have given some ideas on the school website as well. So I want you to do this task mainly using your hands, but think of other ways that you can measure. You could use Lego blocks. You could make paper chains and see how many paper chains it is for you to measure the length of a door or your table. And then you can compare. Maybe it would take 6 hands to measure a table, but then how many paper chains would you need to make? Would you need more paper chains or less paper chains than using your hands? Lots of different ways for you to practice this, okay, my darlings? So this week we're focusing on length. Remember the words, remember the important words that we need to use. Longer, shorter, taller, equal as well if they're exactly the same. And then you can write this down, or please feel free to do it on Purple Mash as well. I hope you have a really good week, and I hope that this video finds you well. Good luck, my darlings, and I will see you next week.